What's going on, people? It's your man the YB back once again. Big shout out to my doggy Clement for coming through and boosting up your man the YB's dire situation. But listen, I gotta tell you man something before we get to today's video. Yeah, you man need to know. Some cat in the comments said what was it? You know what, let me try and find the post. Actually, it's worth reading because it's a good post. DL replied, response status. I have responded. Let's peep this comment here. I want you man to appreciate what's going on with this betting situation, because here we go. Oh, stop it. A bag of comments. Obviously, the YB got bumped, so everyone's posting up right about now, jumping on the bandwagon. You know what I mean? What happened to not kicking a man when he's down? That's what I want to know. Do you know what's there? You man are just ruthless out here. A man's clearly down. Yeah, he's clearly down 25% of his net worth, and you man got no mercy. There's a few man still though come through with the coin. That's what we need, people. The YB, he don't need no mercy. He need coin right about now. Yeah, where's his comment? I wrote a fire comment as well. It's pissing me off. Control F. Finally, people. Well, first off, for the first time, me man the YB had to do some editing right here. Here we go, this was the comments. Still helping the YB recover from the coin situation. Bet the house on Bivol next. Obviously, I told you, man. Beterbiev and Crawford. In fact, you know, just read the reply I put here. I put never. Yeah? Beterbiev, he ain't no effing punk like Fury and all the other punks. Fake Paul, he a punk. Yeah? If I have to make the solemn journey to Valhalla, backing Crawford and Beterbiev, that's what one must do. It's my obligation. Yeah, it's my duty. I have to believe. I can't get up every day without the belief there is some real man out there. Do you understand that, people? I must believe it. What is the world if there's not even one man who can go in there and have a fight about something? Carrot Top, he don't want to fight no one. He don't want to fight. Carrot Top, oh, Mexican style. You're fake. He ain't a fighter like that. Bivol punch him up. Who here saw Carrot Top dying to try and find a way to win? Didn't see it. He happy to, he hit me in my mouth. I don't want to fight anymore. Goofball. Yeah? I'm tired of it. And if I have to keep losing money in the hope, in the desperation of one of these cats coming through and showing some, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah? Fury. There isn't a man born from his mother. Yes. If I have to go down fighting, I'll go down fighting. Oops. He in there all silly looking in round 9. Got his nose bust in round 8. Silly looking in round 9. 10, 11, 12. Did nothing. He running around still. Yeah? Still running around on your David Hay versus Vlad. I don't want to get knocked out, so I'll lose on points. It's better for me to lose on points. Then after the fight, I didn't know I was losing. Yeah. What, you didn't see your buck up nose? You missed that one. From the middleweight you said can't punch. Yeah? You didn't see how you almost knocked Spark out and stopped, arguably, in round 9. I was confident I was bossing the fight. You can never boss a fight when your nose mush up and you're fighting a man 40 pounds smaller than you. That can never happen, people. You could never have been bossing a fight when you're bust up by a dude who can't punch and who's 40. Even if people say now that Usyk can punch, even if he can punch, he's 40 pounds smaller. Yeah? More time. If I see, Crawford versus Nue, which is actually probably less, but let's call it that. If I see Crawford versus Nue, yeah, and Terence Crawford gets his nose bust up in round 8 and is all silly looking on the ropes, you best believe I'm expecting him to show some. Yeah? I don't want to see Terence in there after 12 rounds of dancing around the place from a dude from a Nue. Imagine that. Imagine you see Crawford versus Nue, yeah, and you got Crawford dancing around the place, backpedaling, and then gets his nose bust, and then gets almost knocked Spark out, and then it goes 12 rounds. Almost nose bust, almost knocked Spark out, and then 3-4 rounds of politicking. Didn't do nothing. Yeah? And then after the fight, Terence Crawford said, oh man, I thought I was winning the fight. I said, get his ass out of here. Yeah? I ain't trying to see no one get punched up by a little dude and then talk about how they want to fight. That's whack. Yeah? And you best believe it, Terence Crawford was told in the Sean Porter fight, hey man, you might be losing this fight. He came out on the arse. Yeah? Trying to show something. Hey, this guy, it's about respect, people. It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful for a man not on your level to even think he in the fight. Yeah? To even think that it's a disrespect. It should have been a disrespect to Tyson Fury for his nose to get bust up. That's what it should have been. Do you understand? Never mind almost knocked out. It should have been a disrespect. Hey, you bust... And I ain't a pro boxer yet, but anyone who's boxed even a little bit will know. When someone hits you hard, yeah, unless you're beater... I mean, it's even worse because it's a smaller man. But just put yourself in anyone who's boxed at all, yeah? You don't even have to have boxed. Just in your own mind now. Even if you've never boxed or had a fight in your life, yeah? If someone pops you in the nose, what is your instinct to do? It's not, oh, I got popped in my nose, let me... My name's Tyson Fury. Yeah? That's what it's not. No one does that. No alpha man wants to do that. They say, hey, my nose got bust. I'm fixing to bust your nose or body or whatever. Get some sort of get back. Yeah? And even we laugh at Errol Spence, yeah, end of the day, Errol Spence was getting bust up, yeah. He didn't, like Errol Spence, he was trying to find a way, right? Errol Spence, you could see him in there, he was doing, popping forward with a jab and trying to wing his shots like he normally does. He was trying to fight to win. You didn't see Errol Spence get popped a few times and start, ooh. That's what you didn't see. He tried to fight his way through. 21 guns salute to Errol. He travelled to Valhalla. Yeah? He travelled there. He didn't try to survive like David Haye versus Klitschko, something that Tyson Fury's clowned before. Yeah? Oh, losing on points, Mr. Tyson Fury. He'll come round circle now. Yeah? Errol Spence, he travelled to Valhalla. Unlike Carrot Top. Carrot Top didn't lose to Bivol trying to win. He lost like David Haye versus Klitschko. Like Tyson Fury versus Usyk. He lost trying to survive. Yeah? Fury was surviving from the very first round. Do you understand? Never mind the fact that Fury's the bigger man. Again, just imagine. Who here can imagine Artur Beterbiev in there with, pick someone, I don't know. Who can imagine Artur Beterbiev in there with, let's think of someone. Devin Haney. That's really the situation we're dealing with here. Usyk's kind of like a Devin Haney. He probably punches harder, but you get the point I'm making. Who here thinks you'd see Beterbiev, a man who weighs 40 pounds less than him? Or not 40 pounds. Devin Haney's really probably a 147 pounder. So let's call him 147. Devin Haney versus Artur Beterbiev. Who here thinks Beterbiev gonna go in there with a little dude? Or you better still, oh, YB, well, that's not a good example because Devin Haney don't punch. Okay, anyway then. Who here thinks Terence Crawford would be in there with Inoue, chin in the air, pulling backwards for the whole fight after getting his nose? And if he does, yeah, he's a punk too. But I believe there's got to be some man out there, yeah. There's got to be some man today who have some... YV, you haven't got it. I'm not representing boxing, though. I'm not claiming to be the best bare knuckle, the best man ever born from his mother, though. If I did, you best believe you'd see it. Does that make sense? If you're going to sit there and lyric, get all your people out, oh, he's the best bare knuckle, there's not a man born, you best show that. Yeah? It's got nothing to do with your team. Tyson Fury's team was whack. That's not the point though. Whether Tyson Fury's corner work was whack or not, you are still a man, right? You are still claiming to be the hardest man born from their mother. Now you don't even need to be the hardest man born from their mother. All you need to be is anyone who's busting their nose. That's all it takes. Any man who gets busted in their nose knows there's something not inherently not right about that, not okay about that. An eye for an eye. Tyson Fury is allegedly a biblical man. What happened to an eye for an eye? Yeah? What Tyson Fury was on, he was on the new one, New Testament. The Jesus thing. Oh, if he busts your nose, you give him your cheek as well. That's what Fury did. Fact. Fury got his nose bust. If you get your nose, the Bible says, by Tyson Fury's, what we've seen from Tyson Fury, the Bible says, if you get your nose bust, you give him your chops too. That's what Tyson Fury was on, because he got his nose bust in the 8th, rather than say, hey man, who does this midget think he is? He can get some now. He gonna get some of the bare knuckle warrior I've been talking about. He gonna get some of the not a man born from his mother I've been talking about. He gonna get some of the Jippo, etc, etc. Where was it? Oh, he in there. Pulling back and just pouring whatever that is, that stupid thing he does. That ain't even effective. It wasn't even working. It wasn't even working, people. Yeah? It wasn't working. No good. Fugazi. So yeah, you best believe it. Listen. If I have to lose another £100, another 25% of my net worth back in Baturbiev, that's what I'll do. Yeah? Because I need to believe in something. I need to believe there's one man in this game who's prepared to have a fight about having a fight. What the where are we at these times? This must be a simulation. This must be a simulation, yeah, where the gods have turned this reality into zest. They've pushed the zesty button. Let's zestify everything. Because now apparently a 35-year-old self-proclaimed bare-knuckle warrior needs to be told by another man that he's losing a fight. How's that possible? Yeah? You told me he was going to knock him out. Well, in round 9 you hadn't knocked him out. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like it was hard to work out. Even if you was winning the fight, which you wasn't, but even if you was. What happened to tearing someone's arse? What happened to showing this guy at my level? He doesn't have, like, it's a disrespect for this guy even to be in here 12 rounds with me. I'm going to show you this guy, he's not, it's like Triple G and Kell Brook. Arguably as well, Triple G and Kell Brook wasn't even really that much of a weight difference. Kell Brook's a massive 147, right? That's only 2 weight divisions. That's only like 10% of your weight. If Usyk comes in 223, 10% on top of that would be 245. Yeah? Triple G goes in there with Kell Brook. Who here saw Triple G in there? Who here saw Triple G with his nose bust up? Who here saw Triple G stumbling backwards and all over the place? I didn't see it. I saw Triple G pop Kell Brook up and then say, hey, it's weight divisions. He too light in the back. There's weight divisions. That's how it's supposed to be, people. Yeah? Just because AJ corny, just because Fury corny, don't tell me I'm wrong. Yeah? If I was wrong, Kell Brook would have punched up Triple G. If I was wrong, Carrot Top would have punched up Bivol. If I was wrong, Inoue would spark Terence Crawford out. Yeah? I ain't wrong. This generation are pussies. AJ, pussy. And you can say Usyk's skillful all he wants. Well, if it was all about skill, yeah, why ain't Inoue knocking out Canelo, right? Why not? It's only £40, right? If it's only £40, why don't Inoue take his little ass up there and start knocking out 160-pounders? Why not? Right? If weight don't matter, it's all about skill. If it's all about skill, why did Rigondeaux quit against Lomachenko? At some point, weight's supposed to matter. Size is supposed to matter. So either Fury and AJ are completely useless, they're like D-level fighters, or there's something missing. And what was missing in both of their performances? When Fury was aggressive, yeah, it looked like a big man versus a little man to me. Round 4, 5 and 6, I was thinking, oh damn, this is exactly how it's supposed to go. He all over him. He touched him to the body. He touched him to the head. It was starting to look like Fury versus Chisora Fury. I swear to God. That's what went through my mind in round 5 and 6 was, oh damn, it's fixing to look. It's starting to look like Chisora versus Fury 3. He just touched him everywhere. Touched him to the head, touched him to the body, spin off. AJ versus Usyk again. AJ versus Usyk 2. Round 9. Yeah? Round 9. That's how it's supposed to look. That's how Terence Crawford versus Inoue would look. He'd be all over him. And the shots would bounce off. Yeah? The shots Inoue would throw that knocks people at 122 out would bounce off Crawford. And it'd be sweet. The same way the shots bounced off Triple G. Yeah? Bounced off. Kell Brook shots didn't do nothing. Triple G walked, cut straight through him like a hot knife through butter, busted his face up. And Kell Brook's, I like Kell Brook, he's a solid guy, right? But it's supposed to mean something. Yeah? So please forgive me for refusing. I'm gambling. Not on bums no more. I'll give everyone one chance. Fake Paul. He got one chance. Don't want to hear about fake Paul anymore. He fake. Oh man, I'm from Ohio. And we built different. And, he get in there with Tommy Fury. Trying to box a dude. No good. Get fake Paul out of here. Yeah? Tyson Fury. I'll give him credit before the fight. Well, whenever it comes to fighting, he'll have a fight about it. He's a fake. He wanted to fight with people who can't fight. Wilder is a right-hander. He's not a boxer like that. And even then he almost knocked you out. Yeah? And then you got in there with someone who can box a little bit. And had you all bent out of shape. Had you all dancing around the place. Yeah? All silly looking. I didn't know I was getting beat up. What? You couldn't see the blood leaking out your nose. People was worrying about the cut. It wasn't your cut eye that was the problem. It was the fat your nose got to mush up. And if you didn't remember the nose thing happening, well, how about being knocked spark out almost and saved by the referee in round 9? So don't tell me you need to hear from... Don't tell me the hardest man on earth needs to hear from another man about the situation. Don't tell me a man who's been boxing 25 years needs to know about from his team what the situation is. The situation was clear. At the very least, going into the 10th round, it was a 50-50 fight. And even if you forget the fact it was a 50-50 fight, even if you thought you won 9 rounds until round 9, what happened to saying, I've seen Holyfield do it. Holyfield got put down by some dude, I think it was Burt Cooper. He gets up and he wants that get back. We've seen it with Eubank and Ben. Look at Ben versus McLennan. Yeah? Ben gets knocked out the ring. He wants to get back. He wants to show... Look, it's about masculinity, people. It's not about winning at that point. End of the day, we're in a fight here. End of the day, we're in a fight. And it's even more of a disrespect, as I've explained, when you're fighting a dude who's a midget. It's one thing to get punched up by someone in your weight division. That's acceptable. It's a whole nother ball game when you're getting punched up by a man who ain't even supposed to be... Imagine Triple G getting punched up by Kell Brook. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. Yeah? It's a violation. And it should be treated as such. What Tyson Fury do? That's what Tyson Fury do. The hardest man on earth. The man born from his mother, the hardest one. The hardest man on earth didn't know he was getting punched up despite every piece of evidence. I'm not sure what more you'd need to know you wasn't winning a fight. And again, put that to one side for a second. Even if you won at the 8 rounds before the 9th round. What happened to saying, hey man, I ain't having that. I ain't having this little dude who can't punch busting my nose. If he busts my nose, I'm going to bust his nose. What happened to that? It don't take a boxer with 20 years to work that out. That's basic masculinity, people. Yeah? What happened to, hey man, it wasn't right that he bust my nose in round 8, and it's not right that I'm almost knocked spark out in round 9. No, I accept, okay, round 10 he needed off. Whatever. You got through round 10. Round 11 and 12. The championship rounds. That was the time you say, listen, I'm the bare knuckle king. I'm the king of all the bare knuckles. And this midget's getting it. For what he did to my nose. For what he did to my consciousness. This dude ripped the consciousness out of my head. That's a disrespect. That's a violation. I can't have that. I can't have my... You got Paris in the crowd. What do you... Come on. Yeah? You're the one who claimed to be the bare knuckle and the most this, that, the other. You got your missus in the crowd. Your kids probably watching at home. Yeah? What self-respecting man gets his nose bust on TV and all silly looking, falling on the ropes, and then wants to box some more? He wasn't even boxing, he was running. And it's okay. Yeah? It's okay to be beta, right? It's okay not to be the bare knuckle king, but call it that. Yeah? Come out to Tyson Fury and say, hey man, life is learning. And I've learnt I'm the same as David Big Toe Hay. Yeah? I like to lose on points. I don't want to lose fighting. I want to lose on points and then complain about how the political situation robbed me and then complain about a robbery. Like Canelo, same as him. Same thing he pulls against Bivol. Oh, I was robbed and it was a close fight. Okay, mate. If you say so. Yeah? For the first time in his career, big Mexican style running backwards to the ropes and waving Bivol in and you won that fight, yeah? You won that fight. Let's call it what it is. You don't want to get knocked out. That's fine. I don't want to get knocked out either. You ain't hear me talking about I'm the bare knuckle king though. You don't hear me talking about I'm not a man born from his mother. Because you're beta. Anyone can do that. Any man, yeah, can get in there, get popped on their nose, get almost knocked out, and then box some more. Who can't do? I could do that. All due respect, I could do that. I could do it. Yeah. Oh, pop me on my nose and then pop me on my jaw and I'll just run around some more. Who can't? That's the... Okay, I guess you could argue, well, you could quit. Really though? I don't know, could you quit? Probably. Was it a quit situation though? It wasn't like your eye socket was broke. He wasn't in mad pain. He just didn't want to fight. Do you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that. A lot of these Fury fans are sucking him off. Oh, it was people, Frank Warren. Oh, people keep talking about how brave Usyk was, but I saw bravery in Fury. I disagree. Yeah, Usyk was the one who going in there, two free weight divisions underweight. He was the one having to overcome a dude with massive range, massive height. Yeah. He was the one constantly having to come forward and take a risk and get caught coming in. He was the one who was brave. Tyson Fury didn't do one thing that was brave. He didn't. It's not what happened. It's like, oh well, he came back after being rocked. Is that brave though? How many people have you seen being rocked once and then they kind of quit? I've never seen it. I think more or less every single fighter who gets rocked once will carry on fighting. And all due respect, he could have been stopped. So what's brave about that? What's brave about essentially getting stopped? I could go into a fight with Usyk and get stopped. Would that be brave? Probably, because I can't box, but you know what I'm saying? But is that what you call? I don't know. I think that's like I could go in there with Baturbia if I get knocked spark out. Would you call it a brave performance though? It's not like Fury was going down and getting up and fighting some more. Well, I'm consistent here, yeah? I don't believe AJ versus Ruiz was brave. Yeah? Getting put down and then getting up and doing nothing. Okay, so you were still conscious essentially. That's all you was though. All you was still conscious. You weren't fighting back though. Nigel Benn versus McLennan. That is a brave performance. Gets knocked out of the ring, gets back in and flips the script. Or tries to. Who here saw AJ try to flip the script against Ruiz in the first fight? I didn't see it. Mr. Big Hard Puncher backpedaling. Turn into a ballerina in that fight. Fact. There's nothing brave about that. There's just not. I'm sorry, there's not. Tyson Fury, same situation here. Now, I'd say Fury was brave in the Wilder 1 fight. He got off the deck, had his best round. That is inherently brave. You know the danger and you're wading into it anyway. Getting almost knocked out and then running around some more. And running from your destiny in the championship rounds, which could have been to win. For all we know, if Fury had gone in there, had a go, yeah, in rounds 11 and 12, he could have won the fight. Or at least got a draw. I think probably would have been fair. Obviously, if Fury had knocked Usyk down, then I think he would have won the fight. But even if he won the last two, I score fights differently. I weight. People who score knockdowns, yeah, I weight that bigly. Especially when they're not massive punchers. Especially when they're coming up from 2 or 3 weight divisions. Yeah, I'd expect Crawford to knock down Inoue. I wouldn't expect Inoue to ever knock down Crawford. Never. The same way I'd never expect Kell Brook to knock down Triple G. So when Usyk, the smaller man who can't punch, knocks you down, that's a problem. That's like, people call it 2 rounds. I call it probably 3 rounds, if we're going to give it a round system. Fury cut Usyk's eye here. Did nothing with it though. Did nothing with it. There was not 1 ounce of offensiveness in this fight. Just politicking. Yeah? Anyway. Let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, like off the bell. 100% no doubt about it. Stop it.